Hello, good evening, and welcome to Small Time TV on this here Leap Day, 29th of Feb 2020. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land, the Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge and give a warm welcome to any First Nations people here tonight in the studio and also streaming from wherever you are. Welcome to Small Time TV, the fabulous Merk.
Thank you very much. When the planets never align, I fall on my knees and escape into daydream, where all of my work stops blowing away. Like a house made of leaves I built to hide from the hurricane. Even though it's dead and gone, the spirit lingers. I see the clock and know that it's time to go. Let the voice in my head sing me down into slumber. 'Cause in the morning her love might rise to polish my heart until it's gold and unbreakable. She's laughing at a joke I made that I don't remember. Every night and every day I'm getting older, waiting for something better. Knock on the door, but you turn me away. Can't catch a break today, but I feel it coming. It's just a dirty little trick. No matter how far you run, you never get any closer. Welcome to the Treehouse Club. We're so glad you could make it. Every night and every day I'm getting older, waiting for something better. Knock on the door, but you turn me away. Can't catch a break today, but I feel it coming. Yeah. Every night and every day knock on the door, but you turn me away. Can't catch a break today, but I feel it coming. No, I can't catch a break today, but I feel it coming. Yeah. Thank you very much. Quick little tune. This is good content for all the online viewers. Last night late at your house, I think I felt things that I've never felt before in my life. I realized I needed love, 'cause I got the world spinning round in my head, and it never makes any sense at all to me why we have to cry. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Jump the neighbor's fence and hop inside the pool, splashing around, infinitely cool. So many years ago. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby. It was midnight. On the side of your tent, I saw a silhouette. Happy New Year, baby. 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 Happy New Year, baby.
Wow. Thank you. That was utterly stunning.
Thank you very much.
And another warm welcome to Small Time TV and also to Australia, because you are, of course, from Auckland, New Zealand.
That's right. It's lovely to be here.
Do you want to trade prime ministers?
No. Sorry. I think we got a good deal at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be a poor trade,
Yeah, okay.
sadly.
Think about it.
Don't have to,
Okay. So I know you play in other projects, including Phaser Days, and have played in venues in Australia before in other projects. Is this your first time to Australia with your own project?
No, I've played one. No, I've done a whole tour here.
Oh, you
I
have?
did like a month tour. I was opening for Cub Sport.
Oh,
Yeah, so we did like
excellent.
15 shows.
Okay. So you're a
I
veteran.
totally nearly forgot about that, but like yeah, because like I've played one show, like my own show. In terms of my own shows, I've only played one show at Old Bar in Melbourne. Yeah,
Okay.
but then we did a bunch of support slots. Yeah,
Elsewhere. Well, welcome back.
thanks. It's nice to be back.
So you've actually achieved an incredible amount in the short time that you've, relatively been doing your own solo project, including interning for Neil Finn at Roundhead Studios.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what that was like, and if he sort of ended up being a mentor to you, and how important that sort of guidance is to an artist like you.
Yeah, totally. So that was I was basically just assistant engineering, which is like a fancy title for the person that cleans toilets and makes coffees. That's how it starts anyway, and then you slowly kind of learn the ropes of recording and then things like that. And so, yeah, I made Neil's coffee every morning for a year.
How does he take it?
He has a flat white, yeah, no sugar.
Okay.
And yeah, I kind of just started there learning how to record stuff, and then worked at that studio for about a year until I felt I never wanted a career in that sort of thing. And so until I felt like I had enough skills to go out into the world and create my own thing, which is what I do now. So like I kind of equipped me with the ability to record myself whenever I want. which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And so did he end up being sort of any sort of like mentor or guiding?
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. It was like I learned a lot from recording sessions with him, and just like his particular, like he definitely, no one deserves to be in his position more than him, because he just works really hard and like is very particular, and like we would spend a whole day doing one piano take, and then the next morning he'll come back and he'll say like, I don't want to use that part anymore, and not seeing that as like a waste, kind of seeing that as part of the creative process. Yeah, like all of that sort of stuff was really important. There was like one night where I had like these demos, like of songs that I was working on. Like the first song that I played just now, called Treehouse Club. I was writing it like, because I would come in early and stay late after the sessions had done and work on music and like try write for what eventually became my first album. And then like, so one night I kind of got real brave and like put it on a thumbstick, like that song, slid it under his door and like said, if you want to check this out, like I would love any advice or whatever. And he came back and gave me some really good pointers and like helped me work on the song. And so yeah, it was awesome.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah. And so is that something that you think you might sort of pay it forward as your...
I would love to. Yeah.
Just...
Yeah, I think if I'm ever in a position to offer advice, I don't know.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mm.
And sort of sitting here absolutely swooning in the presence of your project and listening to your songs, and you played them solo tonight, obviously, but ordinarily sometimes you have a band. Mm-hmm. I'm curious, like, is this sort of the essence of how the essence of your creative project and how you write? And is that sort of a solitary endeavor, or is it something that you have a kernel of an idea and you take it to a band to flesh out? Or
yeah, so it's kind of all of the songwriting kind of starts on a guitar or a keyboard, and then I spend a long, long time in front of my computer screen figuring out how to turn that song that I'm enjoying and something, and like how do I figure out how to make that into something someone else can enjoy. Yeah. So I spend a long time mostly just in front of the computer, and so very rarely do I collaborate, bring a song to the band or anything. It's kind of just, it's me faffing about on my software. And like this album that I've just finished and will be coming out later in the year, it's like the first time I've worked with a co-producer, and so like it was quite a cool learning experience for me, and like figuring out how to do that dynamic, because usually it's been quite a solitary exercise.
Yeah. So that's actually what I wanted to ask you as well, is just that, obviously you're, an incredibly prolific multi-instrumentalist and producer, and so Swordfish you sort of self-produced, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
And I've read articles saying that you recorded some songs 5 times.
Yeah.
And was that sort of your own direction, or was that... Yeah,
it's my own direction, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of what, going back to Neil Finn, that's kind of like what I learned from him, is just to keep working stuff until it's done, and never kind of settling. And so like with this album that's coming out, I've got one song on there that I recorded at least 20 times, different versions, different tempos, different time signatures and keys and things, trying to figure out how to... I've got like an iTunes playlist with like, at least 20 songs. It's like an hour and a half of music, and like of one song, and I just look at that playlist and like just feel so much pain because it, like for me it's kind of a bit more like trudging through the mud, like the muling.
So is that
manual labor
with the producer?
With the producer, it's kind of I've been working remotely with a producer, so co-produce, like kind of a friend of mine in Denmark, and so we've kind of been working on it together, and it's been like a different exercise, altogether. So it's been fun.
I'm curious about that. I'd love to hear more, sort of, because you obviously, it was so self-directed the first time, and then obviously this is going to be quite a departure, and just love to know a bit more about the process of having a producer outside your own brain.
Yeah, totally. It's been awesome. I've really loved it, because it's like he's kind of pointed out flaws in me that like I wouldn't be able to see myself, and so he's kind of like really didn't make making the album any easier, I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't want it to, because I think that's kind of, I don't like the idea of palming off the work to someone else, but I do like the idea of bringing someone on board and like trying to tackle this together and like kind of having two minds come at it, making it better. And so yeah, his name's Johan, and he's lives in Copenhagen, and so I spent a month there, and he spent a month in New Zealand, and we were working away. He's actually a film composer and makes dark ambient techno music for his artist project, and he just really helped me see where I was kind of hiding emotion, like and brought out a bit more of a rawness, I would say, that like in the new material that I was kind of masking in my previous stuff with like behind fun production and silly synths, kind of hiding like the heartbreak behind it all.
Well, that's interesting because I also read that because you were sort of squirreled away and isolated, that, you know, at times you created this happy kind of, you know, music.
Definitely.
Because of that, like, and so now potentially having company in the studio or whatever enables you to kind of access the darker.
Totally. I think so. It's like I think he was just very good at pointing out where I was doing the classic Kiwi thing and probably Aussie thing as well, where you kind of try and remove yourself from your emotions one step and play things down a little bit instead of like standing in front of the tidal wave and like being like, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah. So when are we gonna get this album?
I don't know when that's coming.
Okay. We'll
probably this year.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
In
So
a
that
few
was
weeks.
So Swordfish won awards, including award the best debut album.
Yeah.
At the Tate Music Prize.
Totally.
Yep. And so now you have management. You're going to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Your music's going to come out on Humble Brag.
Yeah.
Like there's lots happening for Merk. So how does that feel? And, you know, is there, you know, the less DIY Merk, is that going to...
He's going to stick around, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I hope so at least. Yeah, I think I'm keen to just keep doing my thing, basically. That stuff I kind of is awesome, and I love that stuff, but I do think it's come second to making the music, and I try and just put all my focus into that and doing that really well. Yeah, I think someone gave me some good advice once, which is like kind of just when you're making stuff, just avoid the industry as much as you can and just build your thing and like let them see value in it.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around. Yeah.
I like that. That was a relative of yours, I think.
Yeah, my cousin.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again so much.
We're
all dying to hear some more Merk material. So you're going to play a couple more songs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cool. Thanks. This is a song called Melody. Melody, calling me out, working its way, taking a hold of me. How did I never see before today? And when did I forget that I am inside of you? If you are inside.
Whose is that?
That's my phone. I was super
I'm glad
naughty.
it's yours. Okay, interlude. Live session. Is it your mum?
Should we answer and see who it is?
Yeah.
It's a random number. FaceTime failed. Okay. Let's get rid of this dang phone, eh?
In the bin.
Get rid of it.
Cool ringtone.
Thank you so much. All right. Let's pick up where we left off, eh?
I reckon start again.
From the start?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be good to have.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a song called Melody. its way, taking a hold of me. How did I never see before today? And when did I forget that I am inside of you? If you are inside of me, fantasy, staying up late, wait by the phone, it's not just every now and then. Where did you go last night? I hate to think you said fun lights up the dark, and I don't know how no more. A secret behind a door. Melody, shining a light, searching the house, hiding where you can't see. For I am not anything I claim to be. And if I danced with you tonight, I couldn't die with regret. But I run away again. Thanks, everybody. It's been lovely to be here. I was always looking back, can tell your future from your past, like a memory you wish you had, fading in and out. They spoke to me from another dream, the one you wake from and try to keep. All their words are still echoing before now. Swear I know the sound, faces in the crowd. Never thought I'd find love and peace of mind. Legs and tangled hands pushing up against melting skin and bone, crippling my soul. The ash and sand are becoming one. I never had it on my own. And in the morning she is the sun, burning the darkness. Swear I know the sound, faces in the crowd. Never thought I'd find love and peace of mind. Legs and tangled hands pushing up against melting skin and bone, crippling my soul. Heart's the lion now, heads up in the clouds. I'm no fool, but I sure have had my doubts. Legs and tangled hands pushing up against melting skin and bone, crippling my soul. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Merk. That was so beautiful. If people want to come and see you play in person, you're playing on Monday the 2nd at the Retreat.
That's right.
And then Tuesday in Sydney.
Yeah, at Cafe Lounge.
And then back to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
And then South by with the band.
Yeah, we're doing it in Auckland. We're playing like a South by Southwest fundraiser. So if any Aucklanders are listening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or anyone, just fly over.
Yeah, come over. Yeah. Help us fly over there. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming into Small Time TV.
It's been lovely. Thanks.
Thanks.